opening, I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening, I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening, I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. So I declare for each one here that they are ready to receive, that they are able to open their minds and their hearts and allow their consciousness to take in all of the ideas and concepts that are presented today, all of the ideas and concepts that were given to us as a result of the teaching that we have chosen to immerse ourselves in. So I know for each one here that they are able to walk in here and know that this is a safe place to know God, a safe place to feel that feeling, to find that connection, to feel that connection, and to know that this is a place where the tools are presented, the tools that help us to find that connection, to have our own experience of the divine, because that's what it's all about. And so I invite you to join me in invoking Spirit to start this service by saying, so it is.
So it is.
I am opening, I am opening, my heart is ready to receive. I am opening, I am opening, my heart is ready to receive.
Good morning, open people.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Princeton. We are a loving, healing, and inclusive community which teaches and practices the principles of the science of mind for the well-being and spiritual growth of ourselves and the world. And I am John Heron. I am a practitioner here at this center, which simply means that I personally am committed to following this particular spiritual path, which is a living path for all of us. And I've been practicing it for a long time, so I'm a practitioner. And so are all of you. If you're here, it means that something is calling you from within, or you wouldn't be here. And that living truth, which is accessible through many paths, but as Reverend Rich says, we offer a set of tools that you can learn to use more and more. And so today, the tool presenter is my dear friend Susan Niedt. What's your subject today, Susan?
The Art of Expectancy.
The Art of Expectancy. That's great. And next week, we have this special person giving a talk. Oh, it's me. And I'm going to talk about the space between what you know and what you do. Right? We believe many things, we read and all that stuff, and we say, yeah, this is true. And then we go out and live our lives and we see that our behavior doesn't always match. What's that space between? Why is it there? And why are we there so often? So I'm going to be talking about that. The week after that, we have Reverend Frankie Timmers, who used to be the minister up at our Morristown Center. And what is her subject?
I have not received that yet.
Yeah, we don't know what the subject is that she's going to speak on. She is a really wonderful speaker, and one thing that she does, she really connects the principles of this teaching with our everyday life. I have learned so much by listening to her. And after the service, she's going to do what she's calling a play shop. Not a workshop, a play shop. She created this soul exploration card deck. And she's going to do the process with us here afterwards. We'll be using the cards to explore a deeper way of becoming aware of any unconscious hindrance in our consciousness and activate healing. Bring a journal if you like. There will be an opportunity to use journaling as a spiritual practice. So that's in 2 weeks, and the week after that is Reverend Karen.
I do want to mention that the cards are based on the principles and practices.
Yeah, she created this thing. How do we learn and anchor in ourselves these tools so that they become more part of our life? And that is why we're here, why we come and put out the chairs and all with us, and Regina works so hard on the accounts and we do other things and all this, because we know that through the practice of these tools, each of us find out who we are in spirit and how to live from that place. So that's what we're here for. Thank you for coming to the Center for Spiritual Living Princeton. I look forward to hearing what Regina has to say and what Susan has to say.
People get ready, there's a train a-coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear those diesels humming. Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. Get ready, there's a train in Jordan, picking up passengers from coast to coast. You need to stay to hear the diesels humming. Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. There ain't no room for the hopeless sinner who would hurt all mankind just to save his own. Have pity on those whose chances grow thinner. There's no hiding place from the kingdom's throne. Get ready, there's a train coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear those diesels humming. Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord.
Thank you. Let's thank the Lord. My name is Regina Quince, and I am also a practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Living Princeton. I have a handout, and I wanted you to read it as I speak it. And this is from 365 Days of Richer Living, March 8th, and it's I speak the truth of God. He that speaketh truth sheweth forth righteousness. The lip of truth shall be established forever. And that's from Proverbs chapter 12, verse 17 through 19. Let's take a deep breath. We all wish to speak the truth, but have we realized that every time we make a claim about ourselves that is different from the claim we would make about God, we are falling into the error of denying the divine presence in our experience. Let's take a deep breath. God is truth, and truth is God. We also are included in this divine and perfect unity. Therefore, every claim we make about God, the living Spirit, should equally be made about ourselves, because we live and move and have our being in this infinite truth of presence. To say that we are poor or sick or weak or unhappy is to deny God. God is not poor. God is not sick. God is not weak. God is not unhappy. We must then make every endeavor in simplicity and in truth to identify our personal lives with that one life which forevermore proclaims, I am that I am, or I am and that and this and everything else I also am. There is nothing separate from this one I am. Today I say to myself, I am one with the truth of God. I speak this truth and proclaim it to be the reality of my experience in what I call little, in what I call big. In the simplest and most complex thing, I recognize the one truth, changeless, permanent, eternally manifesting itself. Therefore, I know the truth about myself. I know the truth about everything I do. I know the truth about everyone I meet. I know the truth about every situation I find myself in. This truth is not only perfection, it is also power. It is not only presence, it is also action. Therefore, the truth and the power and the presence and the action of the living Spirit flow through everything I do, say, and think. I do know the truth, and the truth I know frees me and keeps me free. And so I will state and declare a brief treatment, knowing the truth. For those who are here, those who are watching on virtual land, for those who view this recording, acknowledging the one mind, the one truth, the one being, the one presence, the all-powerful, the all-loving, the all-knowing, the intelligence, harmony, order, all of the good that's experienced, that's in this presence of being. And each of us accepting that it is in each of us, that we are the expression of this one mind. Therefore, we allow that expression to be here fully in us, as us, and of us. We allow that expression to permeate all that we do and we think and we act and we behave. We allow that truth to embody us. We allow it to bring joy and happiness, abundance into our experience. And this is good. And any idea that's in contradiction to this, we allow it to dissolve. We allow it to dissipate. We allow it to go into the nothingness from where it came. And so, with the deepest gratitude each of us feels and knows in our hearts, this word is law. This word is done. And say with me, and so it is.
So it is. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed, has brought me here to the present moment here, to a new beginning here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul. And now we have our licensed practitioner and many talented Susan Niedt coming to give us her words.
Many talented.
Many talented. Well, we say it. Come on.
It's all that knitting, maybe?
So everybody get ready.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, this has nothing to do with my talk, but everything to do with my talk. I went last night to some friends' houses, one house, singular, and we had a game night. We're all in our 70s, means nothing, age means nothing. And we played silly games and we were laughing so hard that our tears ran down our legs, and it was so much fun. And there were 2 devout Catholics, there was a Jewish individual, there was an atheist, and there was Richard and I there was Richard who puts his feet in to our teaching, and there was me. But guess what? Did it matter? The energy of love was so present. Didn't matter who we were, because we're all one. And we all felt that unity, that loving presence. We left, we all hugged and kissed, and it was a blessing. So my talk is the art of expectancy. What do we think of when we hear the word art?
Beauty.
beauty,
Italy.
Italy,
Talent, colors.
colors, creativity.
Picture.
So I like to, every time I come up here, I like to look up words in the dictionary. So art, a skill or technique that is acquired through experience and study and practice. And this is our claim, as John said. We teach and practice the principles of the science of life. We are all on our journey to our highest and greatest good, and we're all where we are. We're all where we are in recognizing our truth. So today, we're going to talk about the art of expectancy. We're going to reflect on our lives a little bit. We're going to practice, and we're going to go home with some strategies that are tried and true that we know, but it's nice to review, and review. So, what do we know in our teaching? Well, Regina so lovingly discussed that for us, and even in the songs, when you dig into the lyrics of Reverend Rich's songs, we know there's one power, one life, one living presence, one Spirit Almighty. We know that we are imbued with the Christ consciousness. We know that in union with that one, we are that one, and all that one is perfect, whole, and complete. Is that not true?
Yes.
Thank you. And most importantly, life is inherently good. Thank you for all our beloved mentors. Emma Curtis, this too is good, no matter the appearance. So, if life is inherently good, it is our divine birthright. It is our divine inheritance to experience and express that good, that God can experience itself here and now in this time-space continuum, or whatever you want to call now. So Ernest Holmes, our beloved mentor, says, in Living the Science of Mind, page 339, because this is it's a yummy. The universe is for us, not against us. It is certain that none of us receive as much benefit from this science as we might. We do not permit our consciousness sometimes to range in the field of greater possibilities. Time, he used the should word, but okay. Time should be taken each day for the enlargement of consciousness, and expectancy speeds progress. Anticipation of better yet to come helps to dissolve the overload of burdens which we now carry with us. Nothing is too good to be true. So we're not talking about chance, about luck. We're not saying that some people deserve good and other people don't deserve good. We're talking about a universal principle that we choose to align with, and that good is ever present. It's just a matter of awakening to and recognizing it. So I'm going to ask you a question. In our teaching, and in your teaching too, Michelle, is good something we have to beg for? It's something that we awaken to, that we recognize, that we realize. So let's do a little exercise to help us to awaken to our good right here, right now. I'm going to read an affirmation from that same page 339 in Living the Science of Mind, which I will share with you. Our dear friend, Irene Past, who has moved on, made her transition, sent me in an email once to forward to my son, because she was Irene. And she said to me in this email, tell your son to read this affirmation every day 100 times. And Ernest Holmes said that. And I just laughed and thought, that's our beloved Irene 100 times. And then I found on page 339 in Living the Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes says, read this affirmation 100 times a day. We're not going to do that. Not right now, but we're going to call and response it. And we're going to say it with meaning and with expectancy, because we're here to practice and feel that living presence within us. So, repeat after me. Good and more good is mine.
Good and more good is mine.
and ever increasing good is mine.
And ever increasing good is mine.
There is no limit to the good which is mine.
There is no limit to the good which is mine.
Everywhere I go, I see this good.
Everywhere I go, I see this good.
I feel it.
I feel it.
I experience it.
I experience it.
It crowds itself against me.
It crowds itself against me.
It flows through me.
It flows through me.
It expresses itself in me.
It expresses itself in me.
And multiplies itself around me.
And multiplies itself around me.
Don't say this, but why does it multiply itself around us? Because it's unlimited. Okay. I'm on 2 cups of coffee this morning. That play day last night went for longer than we thought. Okay. So, do you feel empowered? Do you feel that energy?
Yes.
This is what we talk about, aligning with that powerful presence that is within us. So if good is always present, why don't we always experience it? Any ideas?
We don't open the door.
We block it.
Didn't open the door.
Monkey mind.
We don't really
Monkey
believe it.
mind.
Block
We
it.
don't really believe it.
We don't really believe it.
We shut it out.
We shut it out.
We don't feel worthy.
Good
That's a
one. We don't, and that is so true. Ernest Holmes says, we experience what we believe. It is done to us as we believe. So our work here is to increase our belief. We call it raising our mental equivalent of what good we deserve. And we have these stoppers. We have these beliefs that we hold on to. But one of the things about expectancy that is so brilliant is because it puts aside that and it builds faith. Faith is like, let me reframe this. Expectancy is faith projected into the future. It's putting aside those doubts and beliefs and knowing. So, what are you going... When you go to the dentist and you're going to have a root canal, what do you expect?
Pain.
So, in our teaching, what would we prefer to expect? What would we know better to expect?
Happiness and love.
Happiness and love. I love that dentist. I love my tooth. Because that's loving God. That's loving the presence within us. Hey, when you go to a party with a bunch of people that you love, what do you expect?
Fun.
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 Fun. Is fun a wonderful way to align with your presence of
Energy.
good? Energy, right. When you stayed up all night playing funny games and then you have to go to work the next day, what do you expect?
2 cups of coffee.
2 cups of coffee. So what I'm saying is it's so funny when we start to notice what we expect. So we're going to do another little exercise. When we expect feeling good, we feel good. When we claim the presence that God already is, we're in alignment. We're in realization, step 3 of our treatment. There's a God, we're one with that God. Can only be that we are what that God is. So close your eyes for a moment. We're going to show you how powerful you are. And just take a few deep breaths and feel that presence of love, that divine essence within you. Just know it's there. Know that we're all here in love and union with each other and God, Source, living presence. And I want you to think to yourself these words. I have so much good in my life. And then I want you to start listing, letting your mind flow. What good do I already have? And start mentioning it to yourself. All the good that you already have. Just for example, your body. Maybe you think your body has some error of expression, but right here and right now you're able to sit, you're listening, you have eyes, you can hear. Look at all that good. just take a few moments in the quiet and acknowledge good that you have. And as you acknowledge that good, start to feel how great that is. Feel that feeling of this good. Feel this good. Yes, I can stand here and I can speak. Thank you, that is such a good. That is a good with a capital G. That is God in expression. Feel that good that you have already manifested. That you have already demonstrated. See how powerful you are, because it's the power of God working through you. It's a gift from Spirit. It is love expressed. All right, so bring yourself back to this place. Anybody want to share some of their good?
I've got a refrigerator full of food.
Oh,
Good, wholesome food my sweetheart cooked for me.
oh.
Bless the mind.
That is good. Thank you. That is powerful demonstration. Cindy,
A warm, comfortable bed.
a warm, comfortable bed. See how powerful you are. We could be on the street, and some people are. Yes.
I have Cindy and Tina and Diku and a warm bed, a refrigerator with food, and I'm helping Cindy by cooking food for her because she can't cook for herself, and I'm getting her into the healthy scene.
Yay. Thank you. And thank you for being in service. It's God working through you. Thank you.
I have people I love who love me.
Oh, I love you. Regina,
I have a home.
a home. What a gift. What a blessing.
I have a car that works very well.
Yay. You don't have to worry about going putter, putter, putter. Or is that golf?
That's a golf.
No putter.
No putter. Oh, where are we?
That joke is a long shot. But it worked.
I love this place. So you know how some people have gratitude practice at night, right? And that's a lovely practice, to go to bed and see all the good that you have and you write it down. So another lovely practice is as you go throughout the day, you are in recognition of your good. And that also shows you how powerful you are as a demonstrator. Because it helps you know the glass is half full, not the glass half empty. Because you see the good, you feel the good, and you expect more good. So, if you were to plant a cucumber seed, would you expect to get a cucumber?
Yes.
Yes. And when you put the seed in the soil, does the soil say, no, I don't want a cucumber, I want a zucchini? No. The soil knows it's a cucumber seed, the seed knows it's a cucumber seed, and it becomes a cucumber seed. It's a little bit like the law. When you put into the law, I'm having a bad day, does the law go, oh, no, don't have a bad day, have a good day? No. So we have to consider what seeds are we planting into the law. As I said earlier, when you go to the dentist to have a root canal, what do you expect? Are you planting the seed into the law that you're going to feel pain?
A successful procedure.
A successful procedure. That is the art of expectancy. It's part of our teaching, reframing, right? I'm dating myself. I'm in my 70s. And Dusty Springfield, anybody remember Dusty Springfield? Anybody in the 70s? There's 70s. Wishing and hoping, right? It's a song. Wishing and hoping. And hope says, maybe something good will happen. What would expectancy say?
Something good is happening
Something
now.
good is happening now. Yes?
Yes.
Hope is static. It's like trying. All right. Anybody here do the forum or the S training or anything like that back in the day? Okay, here we are. So the trainer gets up and he says, everybody, Try to stand up. So I'm going to invite you. Try to stand up. All right, so you tried. You got nowhere. I will stand up. Let's try that. I will stand up. See the difference? Hoping or knowing. Trying or doing. And in our teaching, we know, we do. So, expectancy participates. Do you know that feeling? You participate in expectancy. For example, Christmas. In 4th grade, our teacher asked to all the women in the class, if you could be the first woman anything, what would you be? And Stephanie Wan said, I'm going to be the first female president of the United States of America. And Susan Niedt said, I'm going to be the first NFL female football player. And so on Christmas Eve, after I begged my parents to get me a football uniform, I was in expectancy. Does anybody remember that Christmas Eve, that feeling? And I woke up and I wanted to open everything, and Mom and Dad weren't up yet, but I was just, my energy was moving and moving into greater alignment with my good. And there was that football uniform that I got to wear every time I went out with all my friends, and they were all guys, and we played football. Doesn't that just bring that, you're in alignment with that vibration of good, of receiving, that art of expectancy. Home says, we limit our own idea of what is possible. We are surrounded by an infinite good, but again, we only receive according to our capacity to believe. So do you have any areas in your life where you have unconsciously or consciously lowered your expectations? Now, Michelle, you said something great earlier. What was it? You don't feel like you can or not good enough?
People get blocked by their own feelings of unworthiness.
There you go. And that's a Louise Hay thing. Look in the mirror. I am worthy. Right? So think about that. Where do you naturally do it? You don't even know you're doing it sometimes. Right? So you know Susan Niedt plays pickleball a lot. And when I started, I was a natural. I am athletic. I played football with the NFL. Not. And I hit that ball. I knew. And then something happened out of the blue. I couldn't drive the ball on the circuit. And I got into my head. And so I took a couple of courses, supervised play. The coach is saying, hit like this. And I'm going, no, it's in my head. I can't do it anymore. And I caught myself. 2 days I did that. And what do you think was happening to my drive? I was hitting it into the net. And was I doing that consciously? No. We fall into these ruts. We don't want to be disappointed, so we don't think we can. Or maybe we think we're too old, or we're not worthy, or we're not good enough. Or we confuse humility with self-denial. Like, for example, is expecting our good arrogant? No. Is God arrogant? No, God is pure love. So when we expect and we know we deserve and good is our entitlement, we simply are aligning with the truth. We're simply aligning with the truth. In our practitioner exam, and I got this one wrong, and it might be incorrect how I'm saying this exactly, so let me know, guys, any of you that are practitioners. What is more powerful? Focused thoughts or random unconscious thoughts? Focused thoughts. I just thought thoughts are powerful, so I put all. Because even unconscious thoughts go into the law, but the focused thoughts, the thoughts that you are aligning with, and letting your body feel it and letting your inner sense know it, those are the powerful thoughts. Those are being in alignment with the one life, with the Christ consciousness, with the all good creative power. So, I want you to know that we have more good than we can ever have because it's unlimited. And we sat for a moment and we thought about what good we already have. So just for a moment, because you need to be clear for focused thoughts, think about what good do you still want to demonstrate? Just take a moment and think about it. What more good do you want to demonstrate with your spiritual body here, the living spirit, the temple of the living spirit? What good do you want to know more truth about for that body, or your relationships, or your home? Be clear. What good? Maybe in things that you procure, maybe in wealth, a wealth of money, a wealth of relationships. Be clear. And feel it. Wow, what's it going to be like when I have this? Because what's the truth? I do, I can. I know it's present. I know good is unlimited. So does everybody here have a good that they want to demonstrate? Something that's there and they know they can have it? So now that's called clarity. And so in order to have expectancy, we have to have clarity. Clarity. Like not expecting that I'm in my head and I can't hit the ball. Clarity. I can hit the ball. Clarity. I'm demonstrating that I can hit the ball. I'm keeping it simple. Hitting a ball. So we have many practices that are tried and true. Affirmative prayer. Being conscious of our thoughts throughout the way and shifting it, reframing it through affirmations. And also acting as if. That's expectancy, acting as if. We talked about planting seeds. Now I'm going to give you a handout later. And at the bottom of one of the pages is a template for those of you that are not in our teaching and are not practitioners. A template, simple template for a science of mind treatment. And you can pop in there in the blank one of the goods that you want to demonstrate. And there you've got yourself an instant affirmative prayer. You recognize there's only one. You recognize your union with the only one. Therefore you can name and claim and realize the truth of you. And you let it go. It's right there for you. Now being aware of our inner dialogue and shifting it, sometimes we forget to do that. And there's no judgment here. Does anybody sometimes judge themselves in this teaching?
No, never.
No.
I never do.
Sometimes I do look in the mirror and I do it.
You know that we think that we're in this teaching. We should be able to have more, focus, more control over our thoughts. We're human. It's a gift being human. It's a delight. It's a joy being human. God expressing itself as us in our human form. Joy. Aren't you in joy just being here?
Yes.
Say yes.
Yes.
Thank you. So it's really important to just be aware of our own inner dialogue. And we know that when we're treating and we're reframing, are we asking God? No, God already knows. What are we doing? We're knowing the truth. We're aligning the truth within us with God. It's already there. We just have to align with it. So it is. Ha! I talked about that. I jumped ahead. Here we are. So we talked about reframing. So when I'm playing pickleball and we said, I can't hit the ball, I'm in my head. I can hit the ball. Try to stand up. I will stand up. So we know all about reframing. We all know all about affirmations, and in your handout, I also have some lovely affirmations for you. So we're going to talk about act as if, because we don't talk about that as much up here. We talk about affirmations and treatments, but we act as if. Now, Florence Shin, in The Game of Life and How You Play It, such a great book. says, what you vividly imagine, you can manifest. She continues to say, man, I know, human, don't let it bother me, can only receive what he sees himself receiving. He must prepare for the thing that he is asked for. When there isn't the slightest sign of it in sight, that's faith, right? He must prepare for the thing he is asked for. When there isn't the slightest sign of it, that's faith. And in the book, she tells the story about a woman that wanted a relationship. And every day, she would awaken and know that she had that relationship. She would cook a lovely meal. She would set the table for two. She would dress up and put on her makeup and whatever she does. And she did that day after day and didn't let it bother her, didn't let it stop her. She kept her focus on expectancy. Every day, as the story goes, she felt it. And within no time, she did demonstrate a loving and wonderful relationship. That's acting as if. John, I think it's Meisner. I could be wrong. But in acting, he has this, it's called acting as if. So if you don't want to do the method where you have to be it, you act as if. So you're supposed to be excited on the stage, and so you ask the actor, or maybe the actor's a teenager, what would it be like if you asked the woman that you really want to go on a date and she says yes, and you feel that, you act as if. So acting as if is just stepping into your inner actor, feeling the presence of the truth that you want to manifest. Pretty cool. Points to ponder. Expectancy moves us from passivity to participation, trying or feeling and doing. We become conscious creators. We don't leave it to chance. It's not taking the lottery, which is what it is, really. We stop saying, let's see what happens. And we begin saying, I align myself with the highest possibility. And when we do that, we notice more opportunities. We can refrain more quickly. We become less tethered to chance and more supported by the truth that is God. So, I have a final invitation for you. On page 339 in the Science of Mind, Good and More Good, he says we should declare that 100 times a day, as I mentioned earlier. So this week, I have an offer for you. I invite you to try to do that this week. Oh, what do you think of that?
Good.
I invite you to try to do that this week.
No, I think we will do it.
I invite you to know that you will do that this week. And we don't judge. We'll get to what we get to. I have a handout that Deja's going to hand out shortly that has a chart. Little boxes. 7 rows, 20 in a row. Good and more good is mine. Notice how many fingers I have. An ever increasing, good is mine. There's no limit to the good that is mine. And you can do that with 5 fingers and then check the box that you did it 5 times. 20 times you'll have. Thank you. And I have my email address at the bottom. If you want to participate in this, email me and I will treat for your success every day this week. Oh! And it's like yoga mudra. You can use your fingers. It's all good, right? So, don't have to say yes now. Deja, we're going to hand those out when I do the closing treatment. I think that's a better idea. So, as we close, we're going to do the loving kindness blessing, and we're going to do it differently. Instead of saying, may we, we're going to say, I will. Instead of saying, may we feel happy, may we feel peace. So just repeat after me. I will expand my idea of what is possible.
I will expand my idea of what is possible.
I will expect more love,
I will expect more love,
more joy,
more joy,
more abundance,
more abundance,
more peace.
more peace.
And I will, with grace and ease,
I will with grace and ease
move from good to even greater good.
move from good to even greater good.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you.
So now it's time for our offering. And for those of you in virtual land, you can go into our website, cslprinceton.org, and scroll down. You'll see prayer requests. Well, you see donate first and then prayer requests on the side. And do both. And we appreciate everyone who does donate to the Center for Spiritual Living in Princeton. It provides us with a community. It provides us with funds to pay our expenses and to have a home. And here we have a home in the Masonic, 345 River Road, Princeton, New Jersey. Thank you.
Grateful, 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 it's grateful, 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 so grateful, 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 grateful. Grateful, grateful, yes, I'm grateful. Grateful for abundance. So grateful. Grateful for abundance. So grateful. Grateful, so grateful. Grateful, I'm so grateful. Grateful for abundance. Grateful, grateful.
So thank you, everyone. A lot of you contribute or donate via PayPal. I see my PayPal people out here. And I'm just grateful that you love us enough to support us. So thank you.
Now the moment you have all been waiting for. Deisha's going to hand out the handout. And on the handout are two treatments. One is for all of us, and one is for each of you. And we are all practitioners. Some of us study, got licensed, but we all have that inherent ability to demonstrate by knowing the truth. So we are going to stand and do the closing treatment together.
Ooh.
Right?
Hey.
So it is the one that says, I speak these words for each one here, not the one that says for me.
Okay.
On the, but if you first look inside, you'll see that I wrote page 339 of the Science of Mind, Good and More Good is Mind. EH doesn't mean it's Ernest Holmes. And you'll see the chart, small chart. 7, each little clock is 5, and see where you go with that if you choose to. And also at the bottom, you'll see the template for the Science of Mind affirmative prayer, very basic. And you can add your own "I know that" so that you are focused and clear. And that's my email address, so that you can email me if you would like me to treat for you every day this week. A couple announcements. We have made a decision that the first Sunday of every month, for now, will be a virtual celebration, a virtual service. And that will be on Zoom. And that will be posted on our Facebook page and on our website. Also, just a reminder.
That means that we will not be here. Do not come here. We won't be here the first Sunday of each month. We will be online using Zoom. And you can get that link on our Facebook page.
And also, just a reminder that we have a lovely class coming up, The Infinite You as the Universe, taught by Christine Tillotson, who has been in the teaching a very long time, and she's the actual founder of the online ministry through CSL Princeton, the classes. And every Wednesday we have a lovely, lovely peace meditation, 10 minutes, 12 o'clock, coffee break, lunch break. The Zoom link is on our CSL Facebook page, CSL Princeton, 10 minutes. We all just sit in unity as one and know the truth of peace for ourselves and the world. So with that being said, let's all rise as practitioners.
Yes.
A question. Can I still have a question?
Of course.
You sound like a judge.
What was now that thing with the 7 and 5? Where do I see the other 5?
Yeah, you have to just remember that one box stands for 5.
One box.
You know what? I'll help you afterwards. If anybody has any questions about it, we can chat.
And there will be express treatments in the corner if you would like one. I will be in the corner there.
Okay. So let's speak these words together. I speak these words for each one here and each one who is participating virtually. There is one life, that loving presence that we call God, is the only life.
It is the creative power for all good,
and each one here is in full recognition of their unity with this one power, this one life, this all good. Therefore, I know that each one here does not have to wait for their good. It is already at hand and ever ready to spring forth and express itself to each one. Each one accepts their good and gladly acknowledges it to be their daily companion. Each one knows beyond the shadow of a doubt that their good is now. Each one can see it and feel it and know it to be so. Each one recognizes the ever-present good and claims it as their own right here and right now. In gratitude, I release these words to the law that always says yes, and so it is. Amen. Hallelujah.
And I affirm that truth for all of you. Thank you.
Sit down.